uh, today we are moving to the next one. I'm a bit late today because I said you are coming. We are planning to start at 8:50. Okay, so we convert to this consideration after 8:50. Okay, because otherwise there are a lot of things to discuss. Right? Time is the impact, limiting factor. You know that the concept of right. Talking about the concept also, right? So today, actually, last thing we will what we talk about areas that we focus. I ask you to refer some readings also, right? So we have the details, we can refer and get some information relating to your area, right? So how many of you have done extra things? So last week you attended and now you open again. That's the day that we are going on. Right? So better now we need to differ, right? So last week what we did, last week was after the lesson that we talked about the introduction part, right? Now in which areas we focus last week? Can you remember what we talked last week? Yes. We talked about the definition of economics, right? So definition, so we discuss, I asked you to refer other textbooks definitions, right? And write down some of the definitions given by various economics, right? Because we know that economics, another time is more different, right? As we discussed in the last time, right? The history of economics also we identify the schools of economics, different schools, different ideas generated, different time periods, right? Focusing on the issues pertaining to those eras, right? To address those and the way of economic. Therefore, there is no unique definition even since it can be different aspects. The popularization different phase, right? To address those, you know that, right? Problems we have, how it is the sufficient or theory to address those issues and so on. So the combinations of what makes approach is more appropriate and those issues, those things. So in microeconomics, macroeconomics, now we start our discussion from microeconomics. So we identify some concepts, right? Basic concepts and economic systems, economic problems. I ask you to refer on that, right? And we talk about the production capacity, and some evolution of some ideas. And with that, we are moving today, right? So we are going to look at this microeconomics, very important area, no? Demand, supply, equilibrium analysis. No? As we discussed last time, you may remember that we differentiate the microeconomics and macroeconomics. Now, these principles of economics. So basically, we pay attention on two areas, no? Microeconomics, macroeconomics. So, what is micro? What is basic? We talk about some differences between micro and macro, right? Taking into areas of right? The definition, nature, analysis, like that, objectives, right? What is the what is microeconomics? Yes. Yes, maximize profit and that we address the individual's concern, right? Basically, we identify the two tasks in economics, in society, producer and the consumer, right? How they achieve their objectives, right? That talk about in the market environment. That is the thing that we are going to talk about now. One part of that, right? First we start from the demand, that is the consumer side, to how they maximize their utility. First we derive the demand when we identify some theoretical things behind the demand that explain the consumer behavior. Right? And the supply, so that is the producer. Producer is always trying to maximize profits, minimize cost of life. If we explain the producer's scheme, we derive the supply curve of life. And the theory behind the supply, that also we talk about the latter part of the discussion also, right? We talk about the business economics and so on. More attention is being given on that game of the firm. Cost revenue, profits of these assets, right? So here actually at the market equilibrium. So that is the, as I mentioned last time, you may remember, in economics we use important notations, concepts, broad concepts that explain the overall idea of economics. Now when we talk about economics, we use for decision making, analytical things. So that we talk about the managerial economics, business economics. Those things are practical aspects we talk about, application of theory, right? Those areas. So there actually we need to take based on that, based on the theory, we apply the theory and we make some decisions. So we are doing a consumer and right? How consumers are making resources, so we talk. The demand and the supply, consumer and the producer's behavior in the market environment. So we talk about at the one level, at a particular certain circumstances, market comes to the equilibrium. So that is the equilibrium situation where there are no induced consumer to behave in a different way. Both are satisfied. That is the stable situation in the market. So that is the like we talk about the market is achieved, right? Some sort of say steady in the system. That we talk about equilibrium, right? So there are opposite forces are there, right? So at a particular level, it comes to stable situation. That is the intersection point, as you know. Okay. Now in our discussion journey, now we will look at these areas. We will get understanding about the different types of markets. So there are different types of markets. We also talk about the finance, right? Accounting, we are doing market, market, market. And market forces and equilibrium, how to be determined. Basically, the market forces are the demand and supply. Right? And we identify the what factors determine the demand and supply. Right? That is very important in subsequent analysis. Right? Because when we talk about the demand, so we identify the responsible factors that determine demand. Right? So that is very, very important in the firm side and also the consumer side. We have a right? Because these factors change, we must know how the demand is going to change. So that will give more insight for the producer to take decisions. So even though the different factors we discovered, right? So there is a meaning, right? So that is very useful information provided, right? So, for example, some of these factors may be controlled. Some of these factors not controlled, cannot control, right? Out of our control, right? So therefore, we need to look at how when these factors are going to be changed, how it is affected to demand for the farm, right? That is very important. And we identify the nature of the demand and its changes, right? And the different ways, and also we look at the equilibrium. And in the now we assume what is the assumption here when we talk about this area of the what we call consumer behavior or the demand supply model. The model, right? And we talk about the model last time. We talk about economic methodology. We identify the what theories and the models, right? Based on the theory, we develop models, right? We have to explain some sort of relationship between the variables. So we identify those variables are dependent, independent variables. Right? That's a kind of model. So demand model, no, right? There are set of factors that explain the demand, and that determine the normal demand. Supply also same. Right? So we identify the model. Right? In the models, right? So we had talk about that, but also inductive approach, no, right? That they building in application of like area and so on. Right? Those are very important in your final stage when you are doing the research, no, right? And in here, what is the basic assumption here? We assume perfectly competitive market, no, right? So without any intervention of any other party, right? Market is purely operating according to demand and supply forces. So we assume perfect competition. So that is one set of market structure and extreme situation. Right? So actually completely competitive market, but the situation right? So that is the basic assumption. But if there is a third party involved, what happens to the market? So that we identify here the involvement of the government in market setting. So one of the changes that we can expect there. Right? Sometimes resource allocation may be restored, no, right? Unemployment rate, right? So there are some issues. But at the same time, even in the pure market situation, this is right. And there is some sort of government has to the weaknesses. Right? Things. So that is the area that we focus on the group side. Right? So government involvement we talk about, right? And there are implications, right? Price controls, taxation, right? Regulations, right? And then we look at the analyze this type of government environment, right? That is the tools, and then going partially, yeah, partially, then the no market, right? We talk about these impacts, right? So those are the areas we focus, right? Today I hope to finish this one. I will refer you to some areas I am not going to talk, right? I gave you the lesson plan also, and I meantime I have since we are going to cover 9 topics, right? So some of these we need to refer, right? If you need, I can upload the ebook also to the next slide. So you can refer that book also, right? But in the main recommended, right? That is last week. Right. So So what is the market? First we are going to start about the market. Right? So consumers and producers behave in the market. Right? So that is the market is very important in order to smooth the system. Right? How you identify market facilitate for transfer like resources and the physical and the market resources. Right? Without market that never happen. Right? To smooth the system. No? We identified now, you know that this is the goods real sector, right? And we identify the monetary sector, right? In economics, we identify the two sectors of real sector and the monetary sector. Right? Without the market, how these sectors interact? So in order to smooth functioning of these sectors in the economy, there should be market. Right? Facilitate for the resource allocation. The other sequence left the course, right? There's what the market price is the market, right? We know that when there's market price is the micro, it's a signaling device, right? Right? And some sort of resource allocation also there based on that. So the price is the market, right? And the ratio is right? Kind of mechanism is there, right? So what is the market? It's very, very important, right? Now we always talk about the market, right? Yes. So what is market? It's a kind of explain the interaction between the buyers and the sellers, right? Right. Now we are talking about the sophisticated market. So we are like moved from traditional market to sophisticated market. Current market selling is very, right? Now, and also the techniques used for technology, used in the market, in order to make the transaction, in order to interact buyers and sellers in the market, right? So it's a, can it be a place? Yes, it's a place also, but in modern market there is no particular place. There is no face-to-face contact, right? So, international market if you take, right? So there you buyers and sellers, there is no face-to-face contact with the technology and the communication system to the communication system, right? With the involvement of the banks, right? So all these transactions will be very much without any face-to-face contact. Right? So it cannot be, can be traditional market, traditional market. Yeah, face-to-face contact, right? Areas, market, global markets, right? The market city, there is no space. It's a kind of buyers and sellers interaction, right? For the exchanging goods and services, right? It's kind of agreement, right? This is the buyers and sellers. So, so there are effective arrangements, right? So, in the market setting, right? To make the buyers and sellers equal, right? There cannot be a fixed location, right? So now we know that this transport system, right? Development of the transport system, right? And the communication, the finance sector, right? So make the market more competitive, right? And also people are interact. Thousands of miles away from the market, so you are not without any face-to-face. Right? So they do their transactions, right? So what we see some other, for an example, vegetables, perishable goods, market, right? So that is actually a small place, right? We see the face-to-face. We can identify the traditional market, national market, global market. And also we can identify the markets based on the nature of the market, right? Commodity market, right? Market for the goods and services, right? And also the factor market, right? That is market for factors of production, right? Labor market, right? And the forex market, right? Foreign exchange market, right? So foreign exchange, buying and selling, right? So the demand and the supply process are there, right? So likewise, we can identify the money market, right? The money market, different money market, how to the treasury bills market, the bank, oil money market, right? Debt market, debt market, right? Other market, likewise. But in economics, we talk about these markets, right? Based on the market participants, based on their competition, and based on the product that they sell, right? It's homogeneous or not, and based on the market power, right? Whether the market participant has significant influence on the price or not, right? So yeah, from that point of view, we identify four market structures, right? That we talk about in economics. So, competitive market, right? And monopolistic competitive market, and the oligopoly. So here the perfect competition and the monopoly, those are the two extreme points, right? One extreme perfect competition, other extreme without competition, only one term operating, that is the monopoly, right? One term. In between that, there can be a mixture of that, right? Some features in the perfect and the monopoly. We identify this monopolistic competitive market and the oligopoly. Oligopoly means there are two firms, duopoly, right? There may be five firms, right? Operate, two firms operate. So I'm monopolistic competitive market, very large, around 3 firms operate, right? Based on the number of clients, right? In sector, right? Because we can identify different markets, right? Okay. Now we will be able to talk about these things later. Yeah. Right. So we'll come to the, if we talk around, this is our market, right? The market is kind of a provider kind of set of arrangements in order to it, right? Buyers and sellers, right? Exchange goods and services, right? Right. Now we come to the demand, right? Now I'm saying that demand is essential for firms to create, survive, and make profits. Right? So that is now starting point. You get the starting point of the firm, right? Also private sector oriented, right? Firm, right? Demand. Creation of the firms based on the demand, right? If there is a demand, right? The firms will establish, right? Start business, right? Based on the demand. And prior to the introduce of product, the market, we look at the, we do the market investigation, right? Whether there is sufficient demand or not, right? Market service, right? So that is one side. The demand is very important in order to start the business, right? Private sector is their profit motive, right? So they produce the goods which has a demand, right? Based on the demand, those business investments are profitable worldwide, to make profits, right? So therefore, the creation of the business depends on the demand. And the survival, long-term survival, we are talking about the one concern, right? Sanity. Right? So that also depends on if there is a demand, if the demand is rising, continuously, excellent competition and so on. Those firms can survive in the market, right? Otherwise, not surviving the market, based on demand. So demand one side is actually determine the revenue. Sales revenue. The one part of profit. That's the revenue and the cost. Profit. We can maximize the revenue by raising the demand. Then we take more money. Other aspect is the minimizing cost. Mostly we talk about the cost is, that cost if we incur on some also, like, manage, right? But most importantly, we need to maximize the revenue, right? So that makes small profits, right? So, and finally, the making profits, right? Because total revenue, how we calculate the total revenue price in quantity, right? Quantity is the demand, right? So either now total revenue is the price into quantity. If we take the TR, that is price into quantity. Right? Now this is the Q is the demand. That is market demand. Right? Price. Now we know that since we assume the competitive market, mostly the price is fixed, right? Because of the competition, right? You cannot raise the price, right? Because other firms are there, that means similar products produced, those are called substitutes, right? There are a lot of substitutes available in the market, right? So therefore, we cannot raise the price in order to maximize the revenue, unexpected. So there is some sort of stability in the price in the market, competitive market, right? So therefore, we need to look at the demand, right? So this is fixed, right? Most right? Because of the competition. This is the one that we need to pay attention. That side the firms, their objectives, right? So they are going to talk about, they are going to target, or they are going to expand the market, right? To be the leading number one in the market, right? That is our goal, right? So, increase the market share, right? Okay, that's why we pay attention on it, right? And what is demand? It is willingness and ability to buy various quantities at various prices, right? There should be a willingness. Two things actually there, right? Here, for the willingness and ability, right? And the willingness, we know that first you have to desire to buy, right? And another one is willingness to buy. Now, we know that when you go to the market, especially the ladies, right? They are shopping, right? What happens? Others we know, right? Ladies, right? So sometimes they decide, right? When you see the different actions, right? But they, right? But willingness, that means even though there is a desire, this is a new attraction, new passion, right? Desire is there, but by looking at when they look at the price, they are not willing to pay. Even though they have money in their pocket, right? So sometimes they do this price, right? After they do not pay, desire they do not, but willingness is an end. Yeah, suddenly they are not the pay that you, the amount that you pay, and maybe you compare with that is as human, right? You take decisions because you can going on. So, even though the pattern is there, that is not matching the your requirements, right? So therefore you are not willing to pay, even though you have money. Right? And the other one is ability, right? Como they are, ability. Willingness එකක් තියෙන උදාහරණයක් but when I look at the offer, no money. So that is the case, no? Right? Okay, right? So in order to make a very effective demand, no? Right? So when we talk about the demand, right? In economics we talk about effective supply. When you create an effective demand, the three things should be satisfied. One is the desire to buy, other one is willingness to buy, and ability to buy. You must have a purchasing power, right? So you be able to spend money, you are able to buy something, right? So these things are satisfied with the three conditions that make it effective. The first two things is satisfied, it's just a demand. Just demand, right? Right. Just demand and the effective demand. In order to make a demand, right? So we are talking about effective demand, right? Because we are always talking about the effective transaction and demand. Not trans, it's effective. In order to make it effective, there should be a two-way, right? Money flow and real flow. You get the real satisfaction, by receiving, and other side you spend your money and pay certain amount, right? You expect to get certain amount of utility, that will maximize your satisfaction, right? Against the pay. Right? And the final उपयोगिता. So that is the main thing, right? We will talk about utility here. So the price must equal to the marginal utility, right? So that is happen. Basically, you purchase the product. Otherwise, you will not purchase, right? You compare the utility that you derive by consuming the product and payment that you do. So that's why sometimes you reject your buying option, right? Saying that the payment is high cost, right? So you will not get the desired satisfaction against your circumstances, right? Okay. So therefore, these things are very important, right? Okay. And I'm not, you know the difference is when you talk about the demand and the demand, right? So we sometimes we call it direct demand and indirect demand. So you know what is the difference? Direct demand and indirect demand. Yes. So direct demand is the demand for that is happening in the goods market, right? Indirect demand happening in the factor market, right? Direct demand for the demand, we demand for the purpose of consumption, right? We demand, right? For the purpose of consumption, is a goods market, for the final consumption. The demand for the final product, right? There is a direct demand that will happen in the goods market, right? So there is a household demand for the goods and services, right? In the goods market, right? So that depends on those are the factors that determine demand, right? Direct demand depends on the price of the goods, price of the other goods, agreement with the goods prices, right? Sales, income, those factors affect the direct demand. So when it comes to the indirect demand, so that is the demand for factors of production by the firms, right? In order to make the production, for the purpose of production. So when that is happening in the factor market, labor market, right? So that is the indirect demand, right? Not for the consumption, for the purpose of production, right? So direct, indirect, right? Now the producers demand factors of production, then there is demand for their products in the goods market, right? So when the direct demand increase, indirect demand also increase subsequently, right? There's a matter of So indirect demand depends on those are the kind of factors that depend on the supply, right? The factors of production. So that depends on the other factors, the factor prices, right? Maybe the technology, right? Right. Right. So the direct demand, you know that the consumer's demand, and the direct demand is the producer's demand. Okay. And also we can identify the consumer demand and the market demand. Right? All these things are micro, right? The market demand is the micro, macro. Micro. Micro. Right? The market demand for the particular product. Right? So that is the micro. Aggregate demand, if you say, that is macro. Right? So you know about the market. Consumer demand, micro. Market demand, micro. So consumer demand means now we know that in the perfectly competitive market there are large number of consumers in the market. Demand is single consumer demand for a particular product at a particular time. So that is the consumer demand. Now that can be varied from consumer to consumer, depending is over consumer, right? It's ability, right? Can have different elasticities. So that is called elasticities process. There can be different demand curves, right? Different shapes, slopes, may differ from one another, right? Now, impact of consumer demand on the market is not negative, not significant, right? Because there are thousands of consumers in the market. Single consumer demand is not significant in explaining the market behavior, right? When a single consumer cannot be on the market, right? So, on the demand. The market price is determined according to the demand and supply. Right? Based on the market. Right? So single consumer or single producer cannot be used in the market. Right? So there is no power. Right? So that depends on total the market demand. So what is market demand? So that is the we take all the individual demands, all the individual and the consumer demand together, we get the summation of the individual consumer demand that forms the market demand. So there are suppose there are 100 consumers in the market, right? We add all the individual demand together to get the market demand. Right? So that is the market demand, the total demand for the sum of the individual at a given time. Right. So that actually influence in determination of price at the quantity in the market. Right. Right. Now here you can see the consumer demand. Now we assume prices in the different prices in the market, right? 10, 25, 40, right? We assume three consumers are there, no? Right? So there can be different elasticities, no? Different shapes of the consumer demand, right? Because the various prices, different consumers demand different quantities based on their preference, their ability, no? Right? And if you get the summation of that, right? At a price 10, how much is the market demand, you go to the gas, right? Maybe get out the market. Right. Okay. Right. Now then we move to the determinants of demand. Right. So now what factors determine demand? Why the demand for the products, right? Vary, right? Because that depends on various factors, right? We can identify a set of factors that explain the demand. So you know this one. Price of the goods, the price of the product that you consider, right? That is the most important one, right? Theory of the law of demand is also based on the price of the product, right? And there are other factors other than the price of the goods. So price of the other goods means so there can be substitutes and complement. So what are substitutes? So those are the similar products available in the market. Since we assume the perfectly competitive market, right? There are substitutes available. Right? Person has more choice. Right? When the price change in a particular product, he has other products in the market that gives him a similar satisfaction, right? Say quality, right? You cannot differentiate those products. Those are called homogeneous, right? Homogeneous. Homogeneous products, similar products, identical products, right? Which gives similar satisfaction. Quality also same, right? You cannot differentiate the products, right? So that we assume, right? Since we are in a perfectly competitive market. Right? So there are substitutes, right? Price of the substitute may affect the demand for the product that we consider, right? Price of the substitute may increase or decrease. And the complementary goods, so those are the products that we need jointly consume, right? Complementary products. Right? In order to get the desired satisfaction by consuming a particular product, sometimes we need to consume one of the product as well. Right? Otherwise, you will not get the desired satisfaction. Right? So we know that to get the peak of peak, right? We need to achieve those. Right? Sometimes you prefer without sugar. Right? But the real satisfaction you get by adding sugar. Right? Right? So then therefore that is complementary. Right? So we have a high and low, right? Now we have the plus, right? That we so right? We use high and low, right? So we take the price of the complementary goods. When the price of the complementary goods change, how the demand for the product can be considered. So it will change. Right? Price of the complementary, the higher price and the new price increase, sometimes what happens? Higher demand. Higher demand decreases the price. There is a inverse relation. But when it comes to the substitute, there is a positive relation. When the substitute price increase, demand of the product also increase. So that's another factor. Right? And the consumer income, that is also very important. Right? Income. The income, weekly income, or daily income, right? Daily income, so on. Okay, the income is right? And the taste and the fashion, right? Another factor, right? That determines demand. Climate, weather conditions, and the which expectation. That is also one factor that determines the demand, right? So if you expect future income, no, right? Maybe the current demand may increase, right? And the wealth, no, right? You go to a guessing that you have wealth will increase, sometimes it may increase. With the prices, right? also expectation. So you know that the price, oil price, the compensation, more price will increase, no? Right? Today, the India demand expected, and if the price increases, the expectation also health and huge income based on cost, expected income, expected health, demand change, right? And the population, right? Size of the population. So when there is a rise in the population, demand increases. Government intervention, those are the taxes and subsidies, no, right? If there is a tax, we know that it affects users. And the subsidies available, no, like if the government has subsidy, that we are able to so, right? And the credit facilities available. Right? If there are more credit facilities available, right? Demand increases, right? Higher purchases, right? Income distribution. So if the income distribution is fair, demand also increases, right? And the advertising, right? Those are the other factors. No? The demonstration, no, right? Advertising that demonstrations that create artificial demand. Right? So those are the other factors. Likewise, we can list out more factors and number of factors that determine it. So the price of the one product is the most basic factor, right? Other than the price of the one product, there are set of other factors that we can see. So when these factors change, demand also change. Right? But when we explain the things, right? So we take the price separately, other factors separately. Right? When you talk about the demand curve, right? So demand curve that we talk about later, right? So that we assume based on the law of demand depends on the price of the commodity. There we assume other factors, all other factors, price of the other goods, constitution of their only constant. Right? So that is the assumption we make. And so that is very different. Right? So when the price of the one product changes, quantity demand varies. Right? That is first relationship that we understand. When the other factors change, favorably or unfavorably, entire demand schedule, but demand schedule or the demand curve, the potential change. So those are the shifting factors. Based on the demand curve. And this is because we assume price is the variable factor and the factor is constant. If other factors change, entire demand schedule shift to right or left, depending on the situation that is favorable. Change of the other factors, entire demand schedule shift to the right, right? The unfavorable change, entire demand schedule shift to the left, right? You know that. Right? For example, if the consumer income rise, right, it's favorable. Right? Entire demand curve shift to the right. With the now climate change, there is outflow something situation, right? Demand. Whether right? The environment or the spot climate, some sort of demand change. So that will shift the entire demand. If there are more credit facilities, demand goes to the right. Advertising like right? And the price of substitutes and the complement you also say, right? When the substitute price increase, demand, the entire demand goes to the right. Complementary price increase, entire demand goes to the left. Right? But when there is a change in the own price, we expect movement along the demand. So that we identify the because when we draw the demand curve, we assume demand demand depends on the price of the product. The factors heavily cost. Right? Okay, right. So then we talk about here the price of the related goods, right? So first we take the factors, right? Substitute, right? If the related good price, those are the substitute for the complementary, right? So that's the prices change, that will shift the entire demand. Right. So the substitute, now we take the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi-Cola. Now we know the demand for the Coca-Cola. So what are the excess input there? Okay, Coca-Cola. So this is the Coca-Cola price. The demand for the Coca-Cola, right? And the Pepsi price, this is the demand curve for the Coca-Cola, right? Right? So what happens if the Pepsi is the substitute, right? So we can take 7 Ata, right? Pepsi Cola, right? And the Pepsi Cola price change, right? Demand for the Coca-Cola. Because we are looking at the demand for Coca-Cola. When the Pepsi Cola price increase, so the demand for Coca-Cola curve shift to the right. Because the price of the Coca-Cola price does not change, right? Since there is a rise in the Pepsi Cola prices, rise in the Pepsi Cola prices, right? Shift the entire demand schedule to the right for the Coca-Cola, right? Right? Substitutes, right? And the complementary goods, right? We know that we take cars, right? Electric cars, right? Electric cars, right? Petrol cars, right? Price of the petrol prices, right? And the demand for the petrol cars, right? So, know that the complement. The petrol, right? So if there is a rise in the petrol price, or if there is a reduction in the or increase in the petrol prices, that will reduce the demand for the cars. This is complement. So that means if you take the demand curve for the petrol car, right? Entire demand schedule is left, right? Then there is a rise in the prices. The petrol is the complementary goods, right? So likewise, if you have take the complementary and there is some price communication, right? Think about these things complementary, right? And the substitutes, right? So how we can make it, right? So then we come to the law of demand. So that is the main the law example which we talk about demand. So, right? So that explains the basically we assume the price of your own product, right? And the consider. We assume there's a according to the law of demand, there's an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity, right? So that explains the law of demand. Here, when you define the law of demand, you need to say the other factors, right? When other factors remain constant, right? So there's an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity. So that explains the law of demand. So when price increase, that's why low, right? Quantity demand decrease, right? And if price decrease, quantity demand, so there is a negative relationship. So based on the law of demand, we know that demand curve is outwards. Okay. And what are the assumptions we made here? When we talk about the law of demand, right? So we assume the rational perceived, right? So we mentioned about the rationality, right? Rational man, right? Economic pain. So we accept here rational consumer. Rational consumer means consumer always try to maximize the everyday, right? So since the consumer is rational, he is aware of the market, no? Right? Market information, and we make decisions according to the right in order to maximize the security. That's why the price increase, the market demand decrease, right? Because he has the information about the market, right? The perfect information. So that is called perfect information. No, if there is no information, some lacking, sometimes we assume asymmetric information, right? But here, the perfect information is there. If the market signals or consumer, right? We behave in a rational manner. So always try to maximize the based on its knowledge about the market. So that's why if the price increase, reduce the demand. So he may shift to the other products, right? So there are other similar products available in the market. Right? And we assume the service values. When we talk about the law of demand, right? So price is the variable factor. All other factors remain constant, no? Right? So then this values assumption. Right? Other than the price, all other factors that explain the demand is constant. Right? And the demand curve is continuous. Right? What is that? Continuously. At each price, there is a demand. Right? There is no missing. Right? So there is a one-to-one matching. At each price, market, so there is a demand for products. Right? So demand curve is continuous. Otherwise, we cannot go the demand curve. Right? Demand curve is continuous. Right? So those are the assumptions, right? The law of demand. Right? Okay. So you know that. But there are certain circumstances, right, that violate this relationship, inverse relationship. Practically, we see some exceptional cases. And we, what those are the exceptions to the law of demand. According to the law of demand, demand curve is downwards sloping from left to right. But under certain circumstances, we see upward sloping demand curve. Right? Upward sloping, positive sloping, not the negative. So those are the exceptions. It is contradictory to the law of demand. Right? But we see sometimes positive relationship between the price and the certain circumstances. So those are the exceptions to the law of demand, right? Since we have it, we know that the positive relationship, right? So instead of downward sloping from left to right, we see left to right, upward sloping demand. Right? So certain situations are there. One is the luxury goods, right? So that is also exceptions to the law of demand. So people consume high level of income, right? Products. So that's a positive relationship. When the price increase, demand also increases. And the other one is price expectation, right? So even though now we see consumer taxes behavior according to the expectation of the price, right? So if we think that the price will come down in the future, right? Even though there is a price increase in the prices at the current city, right? Right. Price will come down in the future, they reduce the current demand, right? Even though the price is falling. Right? So that is the one based on expectation. And the other one is the Gifford. Gifford, you know, Gifford paradox. That is also exception. It's a kind of invariable, right? Gifford rule, right? But some differences are there, right? So we take the substitute substitutes also those substitutes available in the market. It's a rare case. Right? So in the different case, when the price increase, demand also increase. Trade price or these things, right? So we see the substitution effect, right? No substitution effect in this case. So positive relationship, right? So when the price of these goods increase, demand for the right? So that will be different. It's a similar, mostly we see this under the category of inferior right? And the other one is Veblen. Veblen, right? So sometimes the people consider these products in order to show their status, right? High status in society, right? That case, the price increase, demand also is low. Actually, last month, right? Also, some with the diamond by diamond, like right? So, we want to do also, yeah, prestige, they were low at high prices, the price increase, demand for such products. So, those are the exceptions that we can offer. No, right? Yes, of course, new relations be model and so the law of demand actually now we identify the negative relationship. Right? What is the theoretical story behind this? What is the theory behind the negative relationship in the price and the quantity demand? That explains the two theoretical explanations. Right? One is substitution effect and the income effect. Because of the substitution, because of the income effect, right? So we can see the negative relationship between the price and the quantity demand. Right? So there is an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demand. Theoretically, there are two reasons for that. Right? So that we identified as income effect and the substitution. So what does it mean? Income effect means we think that income increase, what increase, then what happens? Yes. Income effect means the real income that we got. Purchasing power. Right? Because we assume the price change, the one price change, the one price not change, that change the real income. Nominal income does not change. But when the price increase or decrease, real income increase or decrease. Yes. When the real income increase, demand also increase. When the real income decrease, demand decrease. So that is the income that they actually talk about the purchasing power. Substitution effect means we talk about if there are similar products, right? Always when the price of the one product change, consumer compare it to other products. Classify the other products cheaper than this or that. Right? Cheap or expensive. Right? When the price of the one product change, right? The consumer think that the other product may be cheap or expensive. Make a comparison. Based on that, the demand for the product. Now the income effect, right? So now here nominal income does not change, right? So the real income change, right? Due to change in the purchasing power, right? So the and accordingly we see the demand for the product. The real income increase, when the price of the product increase, right? Real income increase, so therefore demand for the product will increase, right? So that is the income. for an example, daily prices, right? Now, if there is a decline in the daily prices, right? So you can buy more. Because the purchasing power increase, daily income increase. In real terms, physical terms, right? From BSAA, higher level, right? So you can buy more from daily, right? Without changing the nominal income. So, only to sacrifice, right? The productivity, right? And because right? So the price of the daily is we can demand. So there's a rise in the purchasing power. So reduce the demand for the daily increase, right? So likewise, so that is the income. And the substitutions, so we know that there are so many similar products in the market, right? For an example, we take here. Product, which has that is the substitution. For an example, we can take substitute for the daily. There are substitutes, but we take the daily use maybe become more expensive, right? In the daily price increase, right? So we may choose the daily source, right? It is cheaper, right? Compared to the daily. So there's a rise in the price of the daily, right? So the shift the demand, move the demand actually shift from daily to the daily source, right? The daily demand increase, daily source demand increase, right? So that's why let's explain the substitution. Okay. So those are the two reasons, right? So the inverse relationship between the price and the quantity. Okay. Any questions? Okay, right. That's clear. So then we can identify the similar type of goods, right? Different types of goods, right? We compare here with the income, right? When the change in the income, right? When we talk about these normal goods, necessities, everyday goods, right? So mostly we talk about with the level. So the normal goods, right? When the income rises, we know that demand for the normal goods. Here we are talking about not the price and the demand, right? Here we take the income and the demand, right? You can look there is the one axis income, other axis demand for that. So normal goods we talk about. So here is the income, right? When the income level goes up, so the demand line in the income. There's kind of positive relation with the normal goods. Land, cars, right? Goods we take, right? When the price of those goods increase or decrease, it gets the income level, right? That will change. Positive relationship. So that means normally if you take the one side the income and the other side the demand, we get normally upward sloping positive upward sloping for those goods. Right? When it comes to the necessities, right? So necessity goods mean at a particular level, once you acquire, you will satisfy, no? Right? That's the maximum limit, no? Right? That you can consume, right? Once you reach to the maximum level, we are not going to demand first, right? That is the saturation, right? Subject to saturation. So necessity, right? Once you reach to the required level, right? Even though the income increase, demand for necessity goods not increase. So we are considering satisfaction maximum. So therefore, after certain level, at a lower income level, people consider mostly necessity goods. But they have to struggle with the acquiring these necessity goods, right? Okay. But when the income level increase, right, no problem with the necessities. Right? So they are moving to the other goods, right? The normal goods or the luxury goods, higher income, right? So behavior, right? At the initial lower income level, they are struggling with acquiring these necessity goods. Once they reach to the higher income level, income at higher level, right? We are no worries about this normal goods and the luxury. So demand actually for the necessities, therefore, with respect to income, what happens? Remain unchanged once it reaches to the particular level, right? Certainly. But in case of inferior, what happens? There's a negative relationship. Right? Then, when your income increase, demand for inferior goods decrease. So that's a downward flowing. Right? You take the two sides, income and the that can write cheap, right? And we take cigarettes and weed, right? Lanka weed, right? It's a price, right? So, right? Those are the kind of weeds, right? So, normally we take this cigarettes and weed bags, so you feel, right? You understand it, right? Other than, itu sih karena tidak ada integrasinya baik informasi tapi high boleh sekali terus but we don't know the impact of that ingredients some chemicals are there in which our case of inferior goods we see the negative relationship. Right. Now, if you look at income, normal goods, here we take the price and the quantity. Now, we take different way, right? Here we take the price and the demand. Right? For the normal, when the income increase or decrease, entire demand schedule shift to right. Right? This is the other one. Right? Earlier I mentioned, here we put the income, here we put the demand. Right? That case, normal goods is a kind of upward slope. Right? Okay. Right. And the inferior, so income and the demand for inferior goods, we take the price and the demand here. Right? So when the increase in income actually, what happens? For the inferior goods, decrease. Right? But now here in this case, we take the income and the demand, right? So in the relationship, sometimes it's in positive, sometimes it's in negative, sometimes it's in not respond, right? Now here, income and the demand, if you take the inferior good, it's the downward slope, like a demand. Negative is that's a negative relationship. Normal good is upward slope. When the income increase, demand for the normal goods also increase. But necessities, essential goods, no? Up to a certain level, when income increase, demand increase, but after a certain time, it will not change, right? But it will be lasting time, right? So that is necessities, no? Right? So that is one, right? But remember here we put this is not the demand curve, right? So this is the relationship that we explain income as a demand curve, right? Right, so we can also do things. Right. Now we know this one, right? I'm not going to elaborate more on that, right? We know that demand, we can explain how demand is the different quantities, no, right? That the consumer is willing to buy at different prices at a particular time, right? Right. So that can be explained using a demand schedule, demand curve, demand equation. Okay. The schedule, right? For a certain curve, right? And the equation. Okay, the tabular manner, no? Tabular and the demand curve and the demand. Right. Now this is the table, no? Right? The different quantities that the consumer need to buy at different prices, right? There is an inverse relationship. When the price increase, quantity demand decrease. Right? So that is demand table, demand schedule. Right? Different quantities, consumer buy at prices. Right? And the demand curve, if you plot the data in the graph, right, you can obtain demand curve that you see downward sloping demand curve from left to right. Right? So demand is there's an inverse relationship. So this is the demand curve, right? At different prices, you can see different quantities, no? Right? Okay. And the equation. Now here we assume the linear equation. Right? Linear, right? What is the linear form? Y equal to mx plus c, right? So c is the constant, no? Right? So this is the slope, no? Right? So x is the product, right? So here y we can convert into a q equal a plus dt, right? So then it becomes a minus dt, no? There's a negative relationship, no? Right? This one will become minus, right? Now we're stopping negative relationship. But we assume ordinarily we a plus dt, but we will convert into the when we have the equation, it will become now this is the direct function, no, right? Quantity demand depends on the price, right? So we can explain the inverse function of this. That is called price function, right? Because we need sometimes the inverse function. The direct function is not useful sometimes, right? We make some calculations, even not right. So we talk about the right? Marginal revenue something, right? We need to convert into the indirect form. That means the price function, right? We take the price function. Here, if we convert this one into explain in terms of price, right? We can take price to that side, no? And we can rearrange the equation, no? Right? A over B minus 2B over B, right? So that is the price function, right? Because the total revenue depends on the price and the quantity, no? Right? So this is PR, price into quantity, right? Now, you know this marginal revenue is the slope of this curve, no? Right? Marginal revenue. So when price marginal revenue is the slope of this curve, right? So when you take the marginal revenue function, we need price function. Right? Because another thing, we know that sometimes we know that differentiation, right? First order differentiation, right? We take the first order differentiation of the total revenue function, then the marginal revenue to differentiate this total revenue function, right? In terms of P, right? So DTR over DQ. So because we differentiate in terms of output, right? So in that case, we need this inverse function. Right? Now, based on the demand schedule, so you can derive the demand equation. So demand schedule, can you remember this one? Okay. Can you identify the demand equation for this? What is the demand equation for this table? There's some information available. You can derive the demand equation, linear form. Yes, in the linear function. Can you do it together? Because y equal mx plus c, or you can take u equal a plus dp, no? Right? Now we take the linear form y equal mx plus c. So that means we take the demand form from q equal a plus dp. Here the c is that is a, right? Intersection point, no? Right? B is the slope, that is this one. So this is the slope of the. So this is the intercept point. Intercept point means the y-axis, no, right? Intersection point, no, right? So can you identify the demand equation for that? This. Very simple, no? You can just substitute the values, two values, right? You need to find out this unknown. What are the unknown? This one unknown is this. The other one is this one. These two unknowns, no, right? We need to find out. No? Slope and the intercept point. Then you can derive the equation. No? Right? What is the equation? Simply we can take like QD. We take QD is 100, no, right? A we don't know, right? So the B is we assume price increase from 1 to 2, right? So then 20, right? Okay. Price here one B means 1 B equal 1 B. Price is 1. This is the first one. Then we can take the second one A equals A plus 2B. Is the second. To solve this one, no, two equations. What you can do? Demand is 1 minus 2, no? Deduct 20. It cancel out, no, right? B is 20, no, right? Then you can substitute. Find out A intersection. You substitute at 1. Also, like you can obtain 100 equals A plus 20. A equals minus, no? Minus b, no? Right? So that means b is minus 20. So this becomes a plus a minus 20. A is 120. Right? So then will be equal equation 120 minus 20 p, no? Right? That is the equation, no? Right? So likewise, then if you know the equation, you can use it for many calculations, no? Right? So this is the demand the equation, right? You can take the inverse form. This is the direct function, no? Right? So the direct form, no? Right? Direct function. This is the direct equation. In terms of p, to explain that is the indirect, that is for price function, no? Right? So we need that one also, right? Right. Okay, right? So you can take small break, right? After the break. If you have any question, is it topic clear? Now you know demand equation, right? So you can take the break, and after break we start, right? You have any question?
Shall we start? No need to take a break, long break. Shall we start now? Okay, right? Right. Now we derive the demand equation, right? So you know how to derive the demand equation, linear, right? Now we assume here the linear, right? But in practically demand functions not linear, right? Only linear. Now here you see the linear curve, right? So this is the linear, right? So the form demand curve is downward sloping, slope. If you take the slope from this curve, right? That is the V, right? So slope is constant, right? In the linear form, right? But if you take other form, non-linear functions, right? So the slope is not constant, it varies, right? From point to point, right? So that is power function, right? Normally the power function, right? So this is the non-linear form, right? We have the power, right? Power functions, right? So we have the non-linear demand, right? So normally we see slope varies, right? From point to point, right? So they are actually practically we see mostly this non-linear, but for when we making the explanation, right? Yes, this is a linear form, right? Linear functions, right? Okay, right. Now then we look at this two concepts, right? Change in demand, change in quantity demand. So what is the difference between the change in demand, change in quantity demand? Right. We need to differentiate, right? Now that is actually, we know that change in demand. So that may be the result of changing other factors other than the price. Right? Whatever you are. Right? So the change in quantity demand means that is other factors between person, where the price of the whole product change, right? So you see the quantity demand change. The impact of the demand curve is we observe movement around. Right or left, right? So as a result of changing the other factors favorably or unfavorably, they actually the price of the product is constant, right? Price of the product is constant, right? Other factors may change favorably or unfavorably. Change due to change in the related goods, no? Substitutes and the complementaries, change in income, change in days, and change in the other factors that we identified in the demand. Okay, right? Those factors favorably or unfavorably change that will shift the entire demand left or right, right word oriented or left word. So that is called changing. Okay, right? Now we can identify set of factors that cause to increase in demand, decrease in demand. Right? Increase in demand means entire demand curve shift to the right. Price is constant, right? Price is constant, right? Entire demand curve shift to the right. We can identify, no? Right? From here, below the demand. So this is the price and the quantity demand, right? Next, right? So increase in demand, right? So that actually shift the entire demand to the right. So here price is constant due to favorable changes in the other factors, right? Entire demand curve to the right, no? Right? So that is increasing demand, right? So this is the increasing demand. So when the entire demand schedule shift to the right, no? Right? The impact of the demand is increasing. That the price is constant, other factors stay favorable. So what are the other factors favorable to increase the price? Decrease the price of complement. Increase in income, favorable change in climate related conditions, increase taxes, favorable income distribution, right? So the inequality of the income distribution, if it is corrected by way of government interventions, policy actions, will have a positive impact on the demand, no? Right? So that will shift the entire demand curve and becomes the right. Favorable intervention, like there will change the government interventions and any other factor. Right? If there is a favorable movement, right, that will shift the entire demand schedule to the right. So that is called increase in demand, right? Okay. So this is increase in demand. And the decrease in demand means if you take the other side, right? price constant, right? Due to other factors, change in unfavorable way, right? Entire demand curve, this is the dx, dx1, dx2. Entire demand schedule shift to the left, right? So that is decreasing demand. So that is shift to the demand schedule, shift to the left, right? So opposite way, right? You can take all these things other way around, right? If there's a decrease in the price of substitutes, if there's an increase in the price of non-demand, right? Decline in the per capita income, right? And if there's a unfavorable private conditions like decreasing access, right? Unfavorable distribution for decrease, there's a those changes in unfavorable way and demand schedule, shift to the left, right? So you can take that, right? So now you can identify this increase or decrease in demand, that is change in demand, right? So with the change in quantity demand, right? So that is change in quantity demand means now this price change, no, right? Other factors remain constant, other things, right? That actually we can differentiate this increasing or decreasing demand, right? Change in quantity demand, right? So the change in quantity demand occurs due to change in the price of the product, right? Keeping other factors constant. So the change in demand occurs due to change in the other factors other than the price of the product. So you can draw the curve, right, and explain the differences, right, between the demand and the change in quantity demand, right? Here, one demand curve, right? So we assume other factors remaining constant, right? So if there is increase in the price of the dx2, right? We are moving from A to B, right? Here other factors remaining constant due to rise in the price of the product from Px to Px2, right? So the quantity demand increased from Qx to Qx1, right? The impact of the demand curve is movement along the demand curve from A to B, right? And if there is a decline in the price of your product, keeping other factors constant, right? Price decrease up to Px3, right? So at a lower price, demand, quantity demand increase, no, right? So that will increase up to Qx2, no, right? So that is from A to C, no? The cut of the demand curve is movement downwards from A to C, right? So that is actually changing. So this is changing quantity demand. There is only one demand curve. We see the movement along the demand curve, right? But here we have the demand curve, right? That suits the entire demand schedule. Rightward oriented or leftward oriented, right? Like this, right? We can identify the things, right? But when we draw the demand curve, right? So we assume price according to the law of demand. Price is the variable, right? Other factors, variable, right? But when you talk about the practical situation, you know, multiple demand, the demand with multiple factors, right? You can observe, you know, all these things, you know, practical, right? Forming the demand equation, demand model, right? Price, we take the particular product, no, right? We can take the price of the product. If there are substitutes, we can take substitute prices. If there are complementaries, we can take prices, and we can take income level that segment, right? Consumer, and we can collect the data, right? And we can observe the demand, right? So that is actually something. If you take the MP, take the intersection point alpha, right, plus beta 1 P, beta 2 price of the other goods, maybe the something can take, right, and beta 3 income, right. So likewise, we can identify the based on the demand model, right, based on the theory, we can identify the different factors that determine the demand, right. So in order to identify the significant factors in explaining the particular product demand, right, so we can form this demand model, right, and we can collect the data, right, and so then we can estimate the demand, right, we can estimate the demand. Estimation means we estimate these things, no? What are these called? We estimate those coefficients, no? Right? So those are the coefficients. No? So then we will we can understand the relationship each and every variable with the demand. Right? Now if we take the computer, no? Right? Price of the computer, no? Right? Take the computer prices, no? Right? Then demand for the computers. Computer price, maybe the software price we take, no? Right? And the income, no? Right? Right? And if you refer some other literature, research articles, you may identify the different factors that they will look at, right? Variables that they observe, right? In their research, right? So we can take those points, right? And we can estimate the demand for the computers in the Sri Lankan computer industry, no? Right? And what factors that significantly contribute to the demand for the computer. Can assess, no? Right? Based on this demand model, right? So we estimate these coefficients. This is the alpha is the constant, no, right? So there will be some value. Now once you observe, this will become negative minus CP. Since there is according to theory, the price increase quantity demand decrease, no, right? So that this will become negative. So appropriate side we will take. We can see whether how the software price affect the demand. Or the per capita income affect the demand. So we take some dummy variables as well. If we take some policy factors, right? Normal policy, right? Import policy or something, right? Those factors also we can take. So then we can assess those likewise, practically. Once we estimate the demand, right? We can do it, right? For the decision making side, right? So most of these industry, firms in the industries, no, right? They will do surveys, no, right? Right? To look at those factors like significant factors, right? So that is the thing that we are going to do, right? When we are talking about in the latter part, you can estimate this demand and you can forecast the demand, right? So you can forecast the demand. That is in managerial side, right? When you talk about business economics, managerial economics, right? You will forecast the demand, future demand. That's also very important, right? Based on that. That is the applicability of this demand model once we develop, right? So we can use it, right, for the business purposes, right? So because business, the firms, they are always looking at the profitability of their business, no? They will assess the current demand and the future demand as well, right? Okay. Right. So this is the thing that we discussed, right? So changing quantity demand and the changing demand, one factor that we take is in demand. So right? And then we go to the supply, right? Okay, any questions in the demand, right? So you know how we can use it in the future, right? once we estimate the demand, right? When we identify these factors that determine demand, right? It's like the report, right? So we need to do, right? And we talk about this with respect to changing this one side sensitivity, right? We later we talk about elasticity concept, right? So what kind of sensitivity is there? Right? The relationship is there. When the price change, how it is affected to what extent the demand change, right? We look at the elasticity, right? Before that, we will talk about the supply, right? The side, right? You know the supply, right? So that refers to the quantity of goods, right? That may be the current suppliers, right? And the potential suppliers as well, right? Willing to supply different quantities at different prices, right? The market, right? So that is the supply, right? How much the suppliers, producers, they are willing to supply at different prices, right? At different prices, right? Here also we use the law of supply, right? Like we discussed the law of demand here. The supply curve based on the law of supply, right? So now at when the price, we know that supply depends on the value of the price, right? If there is no price according to the private sector or internet, right? They are not supplying, right? Okay. So if there is no price, are they willing to supply? Price is the signaling device. Right? Market determines the price. Based on the price determining the market, producers select whether they are going to supply or not. Right? If the price is somewhat affordable, that they can make the cost, right? They will decide to supply. Right? When the price increases, producers, their margin also increasing, they are willing to supply more. Right? So that's a signaling device. Right? So the price signals, right? How to the consumers and the producers to take their decisions. Right? So that's why the market price is very important. Right? Now the law of supply explains the relationship between the price and the quantity supply. Right? So that actually we see there is a positive relationship between the price and the quantity supply when other factors remain constant. So here the other factors are the factors that determine the supply other than the price of the whole product. So when the price increase, supply increase, quantity supply increase, when the price decrease, quantity supply increase. Law of supply is explaining a positive relationship between the price and the quantity supply. Right? So based on the law of supply, we know that supply curve is upward sloping from left to right. Earlier we identified downward sloping demand. Supply curve is upward sloping from left to right. So there is a positive relationship. Right? So that explains the supply curve. What is the law of supply? Right? Right. So what are the factors that determine supply? What is the first one? Calculation. What is the first one? First factor. Output. So what does it mean? At the price. What is the second one? You can't hear. Price of the related. So what does it mean? Yes. Other related goods. Like we say related supply. that is it meaning the meaning of it? Is it mean by implemented or some and some percentage is it substitute that complemented to 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what? If it is not complemented and substitute, what is it? That is actually now the demand actually identified related to means substitute and complement. The demand, right? Consumer has some choices, like so we get food away from the but here related to means not to complement and substitutes. So those are the other products that the producer can produce using the same technology, same material, raw material, resources, and so on. We take the break. The related products means right? People are buying something, right? Which ones maybe, right? Other, right? So some other products, right? Proteins, right? The producer can using the same materials, raw materials, technology, and so on. So those are the relationships. When Yanakata price increase, what happened to the demand for supply of trade? That we are going to talk. When the price of Ebola increase, what increase, what happened to supply of trade? So the product that we consider, price of the one product is the trade price. Trade price and the trade supply. Then what happened? Related goods prices. Yanakata price, the price, right? When it change, how the supply of product that we consider. When Lanka price increase, right? When supply decrease, right? Right. As a rational producer, right? We always try to maximize the profits since we can gain more margin from producing the Lanka rather than people who material at the time when all these things go producing great. No, we can enlarge this profits by producing Lanka. Therefore, the Lanka supply when red supply decrease. The price is singled out by market. Right. So then is the price of related goods. Factor inputs. Right. So those are the factor prices. Right. So that actually affects the cost of production. Right. Cost also very much important. So if the factor prices that determine the factor market, right? If the factor price increase, what happens? Producer reduce supply because cost increase. Right? Then the technology. Right? So technology, if there is a technological improvement, supply increase. If there is a improvement in the technology, right? Outdated technology, supply will increase. Right? Time period, what is time period? What is your name? Okay, you can be what is time period? How it is impact on something. How the time period is what? How you define the time period? Yes. Now, those who are working in the bank, they know the time period. Last time one. Yes. From the banks, so we take the 1 year, right? Here. term, long term, medium term, right? The same one here, short term, in 1 to 5, medium term, more than 5 years, long term. Is that the right thing here? Now here we take the short term and the long term, no? Time period. So immediately now if the price change, price increase, no? Market price is highly sensitive, no? If you take the market is highly sensitive. Prices fluctuate, right? Change. Even though the price increase, can the producer change the supply? With respect to can that change the price? So that depends. Depending on his capacity. It's large capacity. That determines the next capital. And if you take the agriculture sector, right? Even though the price change suddenly, cannot produce, right? It takes certain time, right, to produce, right? So in the very short run, the price is going to hit that supply, supply is perfectly inelastic, right? So the time span, when the time takes place, right, supply can be adjusted, right? Can increase the capacities as well, right? Right. Long run, that can be done in the long run. Adding capital that can be done in the long run. Technology also same, right? When the time takes place, supply will be substituted. That's it. That can be very short run. Short run supply is inelastic, it cannot change. Especially the agriculture, even the manufacturing products, right? You cannot change the supply, right? It takes a certain time. But in the long run, supply can be adjusted. So the time period, time span is very short factor. Right? For example, we are importing. Right? We are exporting. Right? Suppose now there is a good demand for the tea, for some electrical appliances, maybe. Right? We cannot change. Even though there is high demand in the national market, you cannot meet those demands sometimes suddenly, right? Takes time. So water supply is cannot be adjustable. Time takes place and meet those requirements. That's why time is important. Goal of the producer, expectations of time. So if the farmers, the producers, the goal, right? To be the market, number one, right? So that means they are planning to increase the production. Right? That also important. Climate, weather conditions, especially agricultural production, right? Those things that will change with respect to time, right? Government policy, that also affecting supply, right? Tax, subsidies, right? There is subsidy that will reduce the cost, right? Of the supply encouragement, right? As a supply. There is a tax on the production, right? So that will discourage the supply, right? Supply will shift to the left, right? Other factors. And the psychological, social, cultural factors, right? Beliefs, right? So likewise, we can identify set of factors as we discussed: the demand, the supply also depends. Now, if there are sometimes you may ask questions, what are the factors that determine price of the sorry, supply other than the price of the product. It's our question, it's not right. The question, even though simple questions sometimes ask them so and right? So one mistake we have done, right, is even though some things directly I discussed here, right, but the questions came right. So we have not explained clearly, right? In the question itself class, explain with the use of graphical explanations, but no graphical explanations. That kind of biggest mistakes was there. We need to refer the question and answer accordingly. Because marks will be allocated for that also. But the graphical explanations are very, very important. Use graphs, tables, application, remark. When you talk about the remark, you can use graph, table, equation, right? Some of the economics use these graphs, tables, equations, and so on, right? Most of the graph, so therefore, when you explain, sometimes the graph is self-explanatory. You can note down all the things in the graph, price equation, right? Changes, implications, right? Impact on certain variables and so on. Verbally and letters, you can explicitly explain something in the graph. So directly ask if there is a question in the graph, and some students fail to give explanations in the graph. So we have to go do that part, right? So you refer the question and answer accordingly. You get the marks for the continuous assessment, right? But very poor mark performance in the final exam. So then there will be a question regarding continuous assessment also. Sometimes we are too generous giving marks in the continuous assessment, right? But that generous, plus we cannot extend the final exam. So marking that right? Therefore, it must be careful, right? So those situations, right? Okay, right? So this is the demand determining supply, right? So we can identify various factors that determine supply, right? Okay. You must be able to identify, right, these factors and what does it mean, right? When the price of the product, now you know, no need to explain. When the price of your product changes, you see the movement along the supply. We assume other factors changing cost, right? Changing what is happening. Right? In other factors here, we assume in that case the price is constant, no, right? Other factors change, favorable or unfavorable, that will change the supply chain to the left or right. For example, related goods mean, as I mentioned, price of other products, then reduce using the same technology materials with the price of those products increase. Supply that we consider, the product that we consider decrease. Supply decrease. Then we attack supply also. Factor prices, if it increase, supply also. Technology, right. So you will practice all this. Draw the graph and see what you get. Right. So when you draw the graph, you need to clearly identify these axes. Right. Sometimes we see in our students also, right? They draw the graph just right, very careless, right? Right? Changes, no, demand curve not defined, identified, right? The marks will be given, right? So based on the full presentation, right? Presentation also very important, right? Right. So we identify the demand factors that determine demand and the implication of changing those factors and supply. Right? You can imagine the implication of this change in the supply. You can supply. Supply. So then we are moving to the equilibrium, market equilibrium. Right? So now we identify this demand, the one force, market force. Supply is the other force, opposite. Because demand is downward sloping, supply is upward sloping. Because price. Two different behaviors. Consumer and the producer behave in a different way. Right? At higher prices, consumer reduce the demand. Right? At higher prices, producer increase the supply. Two different behaviors, opposite behavior. But at a particular time, these opposite behaviors come to an agreement. Right? Stable situation. So both consumers and producers satisfied at a particular time. Particular timing at a particular price and a quantity. So that's the situation we identified as equilibrium. Two contradictory forces come to the equilibrium at a particular time. So that is the intersection point of the two forces, two curves, right? Is called the equilibrium. Now here this equilibrium is partial equilibrium, right? If you look at a particular market, at a particular time. So at the equilibrium, there is no tendency of for the market participants to change their behavior because they are satisfied. Right? Consumers by paying the price and purchasing the quantity, they will satisfy. They will satisfy. Producers also receiving the price in the market and the equilibrium price and supplying that particular quantity, they also satisfy. Right? So that is the social success. Right? So that means there is no change, different behaviors that we can expect at the equilibrium point. That is equilibrium. It's some sort of stable situation, right? The market. Right? So at this satisfaction, right? This is the whole marketplace, right? Those are all marketplace. So they are satisfied with the price determined in the market quantity determined. And it is equilibrium. So at the equilibrium in the market, we know that there are certain conditions to satisfy. One is that is the demand should be equal to supply. B equal S. So that is the first condition. Right? And there is no excess demand or excess supply. Oversupply, over demand, that never happen at the equilibrium. If there is oversupply or over demand, that is a disequilibrium situation. The market is not balanced. There behaviors are different. Right? But at the equilibrium, so there is no tendency for the change the behavior. Right? That explains there is no oversupply or overdemand. But the equilibrium, excess demand equals excess supply equals zero. So there is no excess. These two conditions are satisfied, they are identified. So that's the equilibrium. So those are the conditions. Now excess demand means supply over demand. Price. Other way around, if there is a demand over supply at a particular price, so that is excess. So if you make the difference between the demand and the supply, right? So the market equilibrium, that also we can explain using the table, right? Between the supply demand and we can identify the equation. And the graphical you can draw the curves and the intersection point you can identify equilibrium. And using that as the equation, equating the equations like demand and supply, you can identify the equilibrium price. Now this is the, now if you graphical way, right? If you plot the data, right, available in the demand schedule, right? You know that demand is always sloping, different quantities that consumers are willing to buy at different prices, right? You can plot it, you can identify the numbers of the demand curve, different prices, the producers are willing to supply, explain with the supply curve, upward sloping supply curve. So the intersection point, right? You can identify the equilibrium price and the quantity. Draw the curves and currently scale back, you can identify the equilibrium prices. Right. So this is the schedule, no? Right? So based on the data in the schedule, we can draw the curves and equilibrium. Right? Here the price 3, quantity demand equal to supply. So that is the equilibrium. Right? An equation given, right? So if we have given the equation, now we draw the demand equation, right? Based on the data available in the supply schedule, we can draw the supply equation as a P. We assume here D. So suppose the demand curve is PV equal 150 minus 5P, and the supply equation is PV equal M. So we can identify the using the algebra method, right? So we can identify equilibrium, right? By equating these two equations. Because at equilibrium, we know that yes, supply equal demand, right? There is an excess demand of supply. You can just equate these two equations. You can identify the equilibrium price and the quantity. How much? And I'm going to ask you the question, right, whether it's clear or not, right? It is we have studied about this, right? Yes, we did, right? Will hurry, right? So how much is the equilibrium price? So 150 minus 5p equal 10p, right? Because demand equals supply. The equilibrium, we know that demand equals supply. So demand equation 150 minus 5p equals supply is 10p. So the 15p equals 150 equals 10. You know the price, so we can take the quantity 150 minus 5 into 10, 50, then quantity demand and the supply is 100. Okay. So this is the equilibrium price and the quantity based on the information, right? By equating those equations, we can equation, right? So that is equilibrium, right? So if you take the excess, there is no excess demand, no excess supply, it's price. Okay. Now the excess demand, excess supply, right? Our excess supply, now we know that in the market situation, no, right? We talk about as an advantage, there is no overcapacity, no undercapacity. Because the market forces come to equilibrium, the price determined by the market is efficient, right? With that market, because we only operate, resource allocation is efficient. So that implies one side, there is no excess demand or excess supply. Supply means stocks are accumulating in side. Stocks are accumulating. Right? So that actually something explains the disallocation, right? Efficiency, right? And excess demand if there, that will because that actually explain market is fails to meet the requirements. Right? And consumers, they are not get the benefits, maximum satisfaction, and the welfare. Right? There's excess demand. Because if there's excess demand, price may increase, right? The market. So that price is not efficient, right? So but in market forces clearly operate at equilibrium. So we are saying there's no excess demand, excess supply. Because market is clear, right? Market is clear. Right? So now if we take that price, the market clearing price is P0 and the Q0. Right? Market clearing price is P0 and the Q. That is the efficient part. Is the market forces operate. But suppose the higher prices, P1, right? It's not the market clearing price, right? So at the P1 price, if there is high price, demand reduce. At higher prices, supply increase. If there is opposite forces, right? So at P1 price, we know that there is a supply over demand, right? This much, right? US1 minus UV1, right? So that is the excess supply. Excess supply. So what happened? So if there is excess supply, supply over demand at a particular price, right? That price will not prevail in the market because if there is excess supply, there will be a downward pressure on prices, right? So since the price is high, right? Demand reduced, right? And therefore, what happens? There will be a downward pressure on prices, right? Price eventually moves from P1 to P0, right? It comes to the equilibrium. Right? So that actually when the price decrease, we know that supply has to reduce the supply as well. So this equilibrium situation corrected competitor if the market forces are operating freely without any third party involved. Right? That is excess supply. So excess supply, if there is excess supply, right? Oversupply, the situation is an unstable situation. So under that situation, there will be a downward pressure on prices, right? Eventually, the economy or the market moves to equilibrium, right? Stable, not stable. So now producer wants to sell their excess stocks, no, right? Their excess supply that will reduce the price. Consumers react to low prices at home, right? That will eventually market come to the market will come to this game. With the adjustment in the market process. Right. So the other side is the demand. Right. So it's a down opposite way, right? So it's below this equilibrium. So this is the market clearing price, P0 and the Q0, right? So that is the market clearing price. So at the clearing price and the equilibrium, there is no excess demand. But if you take P1 below the market clearing price, right? So at the P1 price is lower price, there is high demand. But at the lower price compared to the P0, suppliers right discourage, right? Reduce. So the Q is 1. Lower supply. So there is a highest demand over the supply at P1 price. Right? So that actually excess demand. Right? So excess demand over demand. So actually demanders they are facing the few products in the market. There is shortage of some products in the market. So what happened? Existing consumers, the demand, they need to pay higher price. So that will increase the price. There will be upward pressure on prices to rise if the market forces open. So that will move the markets to the right. So that is excess demand. Not stable price. Consumers wants to buy more, right? And they are prepared to pay more, right? Producers react, like higher prices by supplying. When we will include it will be a there will be upward so the market reactions is excess. There is a disequilibrium situation means it's excess demand situation or excess supply. Now separately you know under those circumstances how the market is in order to correct the disequilibrium situation. Market forces operate in appropriate way, right? So finally, so that's why we call it invisible hand. Right? Without any other involvement, right? The forces operate, right? So adjustments took place in appropriate way, right? You know, in a disequilibrium situation to correct the market, right? And finally, the market will move to the equilibrium situation. Okay? Right. Okay, is it clear? Any question? So that is equilibrium, right? So you know the equilibrium, right? So the conditions, right? And how we can explain the equilibrium, right? So there's a disequilibrium situation. What does it mean, right? So what kind of adjustment is there, right? Under the disequilibrium situation, right? So what is the importance of how we talk about this equilibrium? Why it is important? Analyzing equilibrium. Here are some points you can think about, right? You can visualize the situation, right? The market, the situation, right? Even we can generalize, right? For all the markets from the equilibrium situation, we can explain the, we can generalize the economy as well, right? Equilibrium. So, whether the market is equilibrium or disequilibrium, right? If the prices are highly fluctuating, right? Or if there is a shortage, right? So we see the disequilibrium situation. Right? So normally in an unstable market, prices are fluctuating, right? So we see recently, right? The prices, right? Are equilibrium, right? Because of some certain external factors, environmental factors, policy factors, right? Affected, right? Equilibrium. That's why prices change, fluctuate. Sometimes they shortage, right? That's why the price increase. Current price increase up to 2,000, right? 1,500, right? Now the market is coming down, right? Anyway, massively common prices are because they can common you can explain real expectation situation, right? How the market is changing, right? So manipulations also there, right? Right? When the elections are coming, right? So close, right? Things, right? You can expect like the prices, right? So you can before the begins market. Here on the floor, right? Where, right? Right? Things, right? Then you can take the, you can see after that. So what can be happen, right? We cannot imagine, right? We cannot predict the market situation, right? India, right? So there is always growth, right? Okay. Oh, this is the equilibrium, right? So we can visualize the situation, right? By observing the market, we can say it's equilibrium or what can be happen, right? Everything, if it is purely operate, right, we can accept, but if there is a common involvement, right, we cannot predict the market, even common intervention in the market itself is utterly failing, right? Even though the control prices are there, operate, right? So, finally, the disallocation of resources, right? And the other one, tracing and analyzing the behavior of economic agents, right? Entering new area. This actually explains the geo market situation. So it takes a third party involvement. We can incorporate government into this model, right? Price control. Thanks. You can analyze what kind of changes that we can make. How the resource allocation is done. Third party involved. That's the government. Then we can analyze the situation. Right? What kind of price, whether it's a black market or not, right? Whether it's some decrease or increase, right? That actually third party involvement distort the prices. This is created artificial price. That actually disallocates the resources, right? And we can compare, no? Right? We can compare the equilibrium situation, right? Comparative purpose we can use it, right? Static, comparative, static analysis. Now we know that there is a dynamic equilibrium, static equilibrium, right? Using economics, right? Dynamic environment. And also we can use for this for the comparison process and the welfare side, right? So, so how it is allocated resources, equilibrium situation means in microeconomics we talk about the resource allocation, right? How the resources are allocated efficiently. We talk about that, right? By studying this consumer and the producer behavior, right? How the consumer allocate resources, how the producers allocate resources. Right? And apart from that, resource allocation, we talk about welfare side. Whether it's fast to the, we are trying to achieve the better material well-being, right? So satisfaction, right? So the consumers are satisfied, or the producers are satisfied, right? So some information about the resource allocation, right? How we provide satisfaction for the market participants. So that can be actually used for the website. So those are the tools that can identify, right? So why it is important. So that is one part of economics analysis. Right. So then we are going to talk about this third party involvement, right? Maximum, minimum prices, right? Okay. So, do we have any questions to ask? Any questions? Yes. We have questions. So, the argument. So then we are going to talk about this common intervention in the market. Now we know that we talk about equilibrium. So in the equilibrium, when we talk about the equilibrium situations, we identify the opposite forces, how it is operate, and how it is come to the stable situation, no, right? Satisfying market participants, right? So, but market sometimes, even though we talk about this markets interaction, right? Equilibrium is determined, or the market price is determined through the interventions of the market participants, right? The interaction, right? So we believe that consumers believe, right? They have the weapon in the demand, right? They are the people who control the market. Right? Okay. Producers believe that they have the weapon in the supply, right? They believe they control the market by building the supply and so on. Both have the equal power, like concerning the Colombo situation. And we don't know who is controlling the market. Both involvement are there, right? But sometimes more power gained by the suppliers, right? Their expertise, right? The market. If there is a monopoly situation, they will control the market. Right? Even some strategies they use to control the market, and that's so right. Consumer survey, right? Consumer is the king of the market, but that was not practically we can observe the supply of the market. Strategies. But if there's a price, if the market determines price, right? Sometimes that depends on the nature of the product. Sometimes the market clearing prices may high, right? But so therefore sometimes the government involvement is necessary to protect the consumers. Right? The government is there to protect the consumers, right? As well as to protect the producers. Right? If the market clearing price is high, right? So we expect some sort of government involvement in the market, right? To protect the customers because they are cost of living, right? Cost of expenditure, living standards, essential goods sometimes, right? So need to be controlled by prices, right? By the intervention of the government, right? To provide better benefits for the whole population, right? So therefore, if there is a fair price determined the market, high price. That's why we need government intervention in that situation, right? And at the same time, other side, sometimes the price, supply is also need to be protected. Like farmers, right? Potato farmers, right? Products, especially, you need to protect them as well. Therefore, the price determined in the market sometimes may be low. Because these agriculture products, seasonal variations also there. The good harvest received, but price decrease. Because of the market. Therefore, what then they will bring the local income and they will suffer. Sometimes we are importing goods from the world market. It may go to the local supply. Therefore, government has to protect them as well. So they are the part of the economy, right? Provide the backbone based on agricultural supplies from the sector. We should have agriculture-based economy as well. We cannot destroy it. So therefore, government intervention to protect the producers, that also is possible. So we see here the minimum and maximum prices. Sometimes government fix the price below the market clearing price in order to protect the consumers. The price is high. That is control price for the maximum price. Ceiling price. We call it as ceiling price. Control price, ceiling price, maximum price. That is the maximum price. Sometimes the government has to fix the price above the market clearing price, right? In order to protect the producers. Right? So that is called floor price. Minimum price. Minimum price. So states like standards. So those are the two examples, two cases that we can see. At the first minimum and the maximum. but the objectives of imposing minimum and maximum prices are very different. Right? So if we take the maximum price, ceiling price, control price, right? So once this is established, right, there cannot be higher price than this, right? Control price, price control, maximum. So when there is a price control, actually market participants, right? So that means the consumers and the producers, their behaviors change, right? They respond in a different way. Right? Because at the market price below market price, right? Producers behave in a different way than the consumers. Low price that will encourage consumers to buy, right? But at the low price than market price, producers discourage. Therefore, they are behaviors. For the purpose of protecting consumers, right? Consumer welfare, right? Consumer welfare, the government introduce federal price controls, right? They are to ensure that it is stands. So what happened? What are the implications? So if there is a control price, right? Market, and before the price control, market is equilibrium, right? After the price control, right? Maximum price will operate, right? Price will come down, right? Control price is equal to market. So what happened? Quantity demand increase, right? Lower price means demand. Quantity supply decrease. So there is an adjustment. Users and supplies. So there will be excess demand, right? There will be excess demand, right? So since there is excess demand, right? Immediately supply becomes limited, right? After supply reduce, right? So there is high demand. Too much, right? That will create a black market. Price will existing products in the market, stocks, producers, they can sell at a higher price than the market of the market trading prices. Right. So this is the situation, right? So before the clearing maximum price for the ceiling price, right? So the equilibrium price is 25, and there is a can accept 100, right? Or 200. Now the price, maximum price is 20. Control price is 20. Suppose government introduce ceiling price 20. So that becomes this is the ceiling price. So low price actually reduce the supply 75 and increase the quantity demand. So as a result of that, right, market supply, there's a decline in the market supply, right? The goods are evident in markets. Existing products, they can sell at a higher price here. Quantity can be sold. Subsequent demand to exceed the price 30 rupees. Right? So that is the black market. There will be a queues, right? For these products, right? Therefore, the government has to ensure this control price exceeding, right? Sort of commitment from the government, right? Important, right? Expenditure government has to make remain this, right? This price control officers, they have to be powerful, right? To implement this additional expenditure for the government. and this limited supply can be distributed, right? To the market supply is limited, right? Using the pricing system, right? That is very much important. So this is great news, right? The period in the 70s, right? And the post-economic policies, right? Control that period seriously, right? So views established, right? Even recently, we know that now what is now if you look at this now this is the equilibrium price. So due to establishment of the equilibrium price, right? So even this area, what is this area? This whole area, what is that? That is the consumer surplus. Right? The benefit passed to the consumers due to the equilibrium price established by the equilibrium price. This whole area is the consumer surplus before the control price. Right? So what is the producer surplus at the equilibrium? Is the equilibrium is whole area. Right? The producer surplus below the equilibrium. Above is supply the whole area producer surplus. Now what happens? Once the government introduces ceiling price, more benefit will pass to the consumer. Now this whole area, right? So this is the control price, right? So now earlier this area, right? Now it will be added by this area, right? Consumer surplus increase. Right? Producer surplus will limit to this area. There is a producer surplus limit, right? And more added to the consumer surplus as the result. So that's why to protect the consumers. Due to the price control, right? Can be controlled. Right? Now the ceiling price, right? So this is artificially created, right? So this price is created by the government, right? This is not the market, right? So this is the artificial price. So therefore, what happens is the reduce the production, right? There is a misallocation of resources, right? The demand also increase artificially, right? So with that, there will be a misallocation of resources. There is a decline in production. If the market operates now, this is the production level, right? But due to this price distortion, right? Production artificially decrease by 25%. So that is the ceiling, right? Ceiling price. And the floor price is opposite, other side to protect the producers, right? Floor price. So floor price, once it is low, right, to the above the market ceiling price, right? So that price will operate. So that is for the producers, right? They get no government they have the minimum price. Right? So what happened? We get what happened, right? Minimum price, so this is the equilibrium, right? Above the price, this is the floor price. Right? So at a higher price, demand reduce, but supply increase. There is excess supply in the market, right? This much, this much. There's excess supply. So even though the floor price is introduced, right? If there's a lower demand and higher prices, right? That price will not prevail, right? there will be a downward pressure on prices. Price is going to decrease. Right? So in order to maintain this price, right? So government has to, what the government has to do? Government has to borrow this purchasing, right? The excess supply in the market. Right? See, there's excess supply, price going to decrease. Right? Therefore, government has to purchase those excess supply and store it as stores. Right? So government has to make some provisions to purchase this. Right? And distribute. So we do that to maintain the minimum price in the market. So there will be a burden on budget, right? And government has to store, there is additional storage capacity, right? Right? So those things we can explain. Right? Then other intervention, right? Those are the minimum maximum prices, right? We can think about the economic implications of this, right? So, benefits, no, right? Right? Due to imposition of these minimum maximum prices, right? Right? Then other way of common intervention we can highlight the tariff, no? Right? International trade, like common impose compared to tariff, import tariff, right? So, now, for an example, we can see, right? Now, this is the demand. So, this is the supply. Right? So, the equilibrium price, market price is PM. Right? So, this is the equilibrium price and quantity. This is the supply. So, that is the domestic supply. Right? So, that is the domestic supply. Now, suppose these products going to be imported. Right? With a free trade, right? With product and import. So, see why they are imported? Because market price is PM, the local market. They can import at a lower price from the world market price, right? Suppose the world market price is PW, right? World market price is PW. Since the market price is BN and the world market price is PW, right? Private sector they can import, right? So it will import this product. They will import this product at world market price. Right? So this is the world market price, right? So they can import any quantity. There is no limitation. At the prevailing world market price DW, importers can import any quantity. So there are different quantities at a fixed price. Right? So that means this curve, this is the foreign supply curve, import supply curve, the same. That is perfectly elastic type. Price is the market price, any quantity, any quantity they can import. So that means import supply is perfectly elastic. Right? So we have this vertical, right? Horizontal, right? Supply. Now this is the world market, right? If we are importing this product, right? What happened at a lower market price than the market price, PW, PN, right? So the supply what happened at this price, domestic supply, limit to USD. Right? Earlier, the equilibrium they supplied new quantity, but at a lower price than the market clearing price. If we are consider the world market price, only you can supply at this price. No? So then limit the supply, domestic supply, due to USD. So at world market price, supply is decreasing. But at a lower price, demand will increase up to QD. So this is the supply, local supply, this is the demand. So this quantity can be imported. So this is the import quantity. Right? We have the values here, right? This and this. You can ascertain the value, right? Import quantity, how much we have. This area, price into quantity, right? Area, share area is the total imports, right? So that is the total imports if we are importing at the world market. Okay. Now what happens if there is a tariff for this? Now, if we are importing, what happens? Earlier, the consumer surplus is this, before the imports. This is the consumer surplus, this is the producer surplus, no? Right? So, this is the benefit to the consumer, right? Or we could determine the market price, right? So, that each price they are paying to high, no? Quantity they are paying to high. This part, now they are paying to the market price only. So this is the whole part explaining the consumer surplus. And this whole part DEG area explain the producer surplus. So we can calculate this price into this price, we can find the price into quantity divided by 2, no? So that area we can calculate consumer surplus. Now when we are importing, what happens? Now we are importing this. This is the demand. This whole area, right? Producers surplus. Right. Suppose now we are going to import tariff for this product. Now we are importing this products, the government think that this will affect to the local industries. Argument is import industry argument. The world market, we can fight with the world market price because our cost is high. Right? That's why the market price is high. Right? Now, potato farmers, no, right? We are importing from India, we can import at a lower price. Right? But Lanka, other because I original what Indian no, original case. But the price is low. But other company very low. The thing is right now there are in the value market there are farmers we are importing these products and we will definitely affect for them. They are very expensive. Also, if you take this right now, everyone take that. Anyway, right, so in order to protect these local farmers, like government decided to impose a tariff for this product. Because if we are importing this at the world market price, that will affect the local supply. Right? The local supply, they cannot this buy this market price. Right? Suppose now government impose tariff for this product. What happens? India is tariff. So when the imports, right, government charges X amount of tariff. Right? Price increase. That's artificial, right? So government demands as a tariff, right? It will add to the price, right? So then import price increase. The total amount. So this curve should upward, no? Right? For this supply curve should upward, right? Then we can see the impact. Right? Okay. Right. So what is the impact? Okay. K, right? So you take this one. Right? So what is the now? This is actually the one, right? Right? So what is the case? Right now we know this is the foreign supply, right? This is the market case, right? So this is the foreign supply, right? We talk about this. There are V1 is the market price, V1 is the import price, right? Your market price, right? So this much of quantity we are importing, right? Right? The local supply is V1, what is demand is V2, right? This is the import right? So what happens? Government imposed direct cost, right? Then what happens? Price increase. If the price is V1, if there is a 1 rupee tax for this, right? Price increase after V2. When the price increases, the foreign supply flow after the tax, right? The price plus tax, right? So this is the foreign supply. So then what happens? Now, due to the price hike, price increase in the market, local market, price increase from P1 to P2 now, right? So what happens? Now the domestic suppliers need some incentive to increase their production at a higher price than the P1, right? So they do the P2 price, right? So they are willing to supply somewhat higher quantity than earlier they supply P1, now they supply P4. So P4 domestic production encouraged, increase domestic production. When the price increase from P1 to P2, earlier the demand is Q2, now the demand decrease from Q2 to Q3. The consumption decrease, production increase, local production. Now what happened? Now then the difference. So the P2 price is the demand, is the supply, the difference is the import. Earlier we import this, sorry, this much, right? Now we are importing import quantity decrease, right? Because higher access now limit the import. Discourage import discourage. Now you can calculate this whole area before the tariff of the imports at a paid rate. After the tariff, the import is SCA. And calculating price. Price is quantity, right? So it reduces the import volume. There's a reduction in imports. That is the trade. Now government imports about 1 rupee tax. So this is the import quantity. So this area is the government revenue, tax revenue. This tax revenue. 1 rupee into this quantity. So government receive additional revenue also. Revenue can be enlarged, right? And earlier the consumer surplus also now increased, right? It will directly the producer surplus or somewhat increase, right? And what is this? So no one regulated, right? These two areas, whether it is brown color, that is the social cost. Owing to tariff, right? So this price is artificially increased by imposing the tariff, right? So it's artificially increased the domestic production, discourages the consumption, right? So this is the misallocation of resources due to distortion of consumption. So this is the misallocation of resources due to inefficient allocation of resources. So these are the social costs. That is called dead weight loss. Dead weight loss. social cost, external cost. So those are the things, right? Now there is important tariff, right? So you can identify this effect on impact of consumption, decrease, impact of production, and trade effect, discourage, and so yeah, and the revenue effect, and the social cost. So those are the implications of this situation, right? Is it clear to you? Any questions? Now we can. Now the consumption effect, right? You can identify, right? Production effect, trade effect, income effect, and the social effect. Okay, so those are the impact of this tariff, right? Right. Now, okay, any questions? Okay, with that we'll finish this one, right? And there will be a group assignment, right, for you, right? So this is the group assignment, right? So who is the now in charge of this class? Monitor. That is officially appointed, no? Some as the monitor. So can you? I need the list, student list. You need to support me, right, in order to get the list, right? So updated list, you are responsible to submit the updated list. Okay. So then we'll make the group, right? Otherwise, then can you submit it tomorrow? Now this is given, right? I will give the other details, right? All the details are here, right? The deadline, how many? I am going to fix 3 weeks for the assignment, right? Group assignment, right? 3 weeks will be given for that, right? Okay. And you need to make a presentation also from this. Okay, some of the things, right? You can incorporate all your arguments, right? For and against. Now, this talk about this market economy and the third party involvement model. The government as the third party, right? Some of the things now we price controls, tariffs, some other things, regulations you can look at, right? All these things because so many interventions are there, right? We can think about in developing as a developing nation, why it is important, right? As a developed nation, something may be different, right? So to solve the problems in the economy, right? As a developing nation, right? Why the government involvement is important, right? Other side, you know that the market failures there, right? No, right? Even though we believe the market is efficient, right? Market failures occur, no, right? So that we identified as a public merit goods, no, monopoly situation, market imperfections, no, right? Right. And sometimes the resource allocation is not efficient some certain sectors, no, right? So and the externality problems are there, right? Since the private sector is always profit oriented, no, right? So then you can think about all these things when you write your answer for this, right? And also other side, the government failures also, right? Government also failed, right? We are talking about even though the third party involvement, we highlight the government intervention in the economy to provide more benefit to the society, right? But itself, the government also failed, right? Even though now government, one example is now we know that government can use the expenditure policy, right, to reallocate resources, right? If there is unfair income distribution, right? taking the high income earners and distribute among the low income earners using the government expenditure policy. But when the government use the expenditure policy, if there is a corruption, what happens, no? Right? Yeah, right. So, and even identifying the people, some political motives, all these things, practical things you can highlight, right? These are some of the things, right? Even though we believe the market may also fail and the government also fail, under that situation, what is the alternative? You can think about, right? So, situation, right? So this is the thing, right? So the market setting, in the pre-market setting, government involvement in the economy, always fruitful and safeguard to achieve the economic goals. You know that set of economic goals are there, no? Right? No? Economic growth and development and so on, stability and full employment, poverty, all these things, no? Right? In order to achieve all these things, right? So private sector is credible, or the government sector is credible, which one is more supportive, or the mix is supportive or not? Likewise, you need to think about and you need to answer, right? Based on these areas, you can take, right? Free market, role of the free market, and the government involvement, why it is necessary, and the objectives of the government, and the economic goals, and so on, right? All these things in achieving economic goals, right? You can, within your group, right? You need to discuss the things, right? And rearrange in a appropriate way, right? And no need to think about only these areas, right? You can add some other areas also, right? When you are developing your arguments, right? So you need to provide the arguments, right? Highlighting the whether it's private sector or the government sector or the mix or something, that is up to you. You can decide it, no? Right? Okay. So you can take the current situations as well, right? And in other countries examples also, right? So you need to justify the things, right? And you need to organize your text in appropriate way with the body, right? Introduction, then there should be analysis and conclusion, and you need to give the references as well, right? All these things, right? And you can do it in an innovative way, right? So the marks will be given for the innovative ideas and the presentations and all these things, by considering all these things. Okay. So 3 marks from tomorrow. Once the list is available with me, I will, from that onward, I will give 3 weeks for that. Right? Can you send me the list? Okay. You can get the office people since you are here, right? So you can get the updated list and submit it to me, right? To my WhatsApp, right? Okay. Can you get to my WhatsApp? What's your number? I will check you out. What is your number? WhatsApp? Not 47766. What's the name? I will attend. I will to the WhatsApp. Okay, right. So then, so we will go to the other one, right? So according to plan, we are going to start. I'll take 2 minutes from that. So that is the elasticity concept, right? Okay. So elasticity, right? Okay. So that is we are talking about this Now we identify the different factors that determine the demand, right? So we need to identify the sensitivity between each and every factor with the demand, right? So that will provide some fruitful information for making decisions, right? So especially in the business firms, when they are making pricing decisions, some of these informations are very important, especially the price changes and their impact on the demand, right? Likewise, right? So that is some applications we look at, right? Here, right? Now the elasticity, what is elasticity? What is elasticity? Generally, that is the responsiveness of demand due to change in the factors of demand, right? How far these factors of the demand respond to change the demand, right? What kind of sensitivity is there? What kind of relationship is there, right? So that is going to be measured by the elasticity, right? Is the percentage changing the one variable with respect to percentage change in another variable, right? Now here we take the demand, right? So and how it is going to be changed with respect to change in the factors of demand, factors that determine demand. Right? When the price change, how it is affected to demand, quantity demand. If price change by 5%, how much the quantity demand is going to be changed, right? Whether 5%, more than 5% or less than 5%. When income change, how it is 5%, how it is going to be changed, the demand, right? Likewise, we can consider these responsible factors that cause to demand and their impact on the change in the demand, right? So that is very much important, right? We know that there is a relationship, right? So how far these factors are sensitive, right? Whether there is a strong relationship or weak relationship, right? That need to be evaluated, right? So that is the case, right? Now the elasticity, right? Now for an example, sensitivity, whether there is a strong relationship or not, whether there is a high sensitivity or not, that is very much important, right? So based on that, we will analyze the elasticity concept, right? Elastic, inelastic, and there are different concepts are there. Right? So the elasticity measures the extent to which the demand will change, extent, right? How when the price is going to be changed, increased by 5%, how much the quantity demand decrease. Right? So that is measured by the elasticity, right? Okay. So that is important, right? For making decisions, right? Business decisions, we use it. Right. So why it is important? Elasticity in general. So since this measures the responsiveness of changing one variable, right? Due to change in another variable, right? Maybe the price, maybe the income, right? Maybe the price of related goods, right? Maybe the advertising, right? That also we can take into account, advertising elasticity, right? So different factors, right? So why it is important? Because in order to achieve the business goals, right? Meet the sales targets, right? So we can look at the price, whether its price is price sensitivity, whether there is a strong relationship or not, right? What kind of pricing strategy we have to use, whether we need to reduce the prices in order to increase the demand, whether we need to increase the prices, right? Pricing decisions we can make, right, by looking at this, and we can meet the sales target, revenue targets, right? Revenue maximization and market share, right? In order to track the market, what kind of pricing strategies that we need to use, right? So that is very much important. Finally, to maximize the profit, right? So those are the objectives and what is importance of using this concept, right? So elasticity in general, right? Okay. Now there are three forms, no? Price elasticity, cost elasticity, and the income elasticity, right? So even though there are a number of factors that determine the demand, right? Basically, we look at the price of the own product, income, and the price of related goods, right? So, and they are impact on the change in demand. Right? So, how far these factors are sensitive in determining the demand, right? So that will be tested using these three elasticities. Okay. Right? Price elasticity. What does it mean? Then can you tell me? What is your name? Yes, you are having a water, right? Now you can talk. So what is the price elasticity? Yes. Now when we define the price elasticity, we assume other factors remaining constant, no, right? When the price of the product, how far that is the degree of responsiveness of demand due to change in the price of the own product, when other factors remaining constant, right? Sensitivity between the quantity demand and the price of the product when other factors remaining constant, right? Responsiveness of demand due to change in the price of the own product and other factors remaining constant. Right? So that measures the price elasticity, right? So sensitivity between the price of the own product and the demand, right? So how we measure that one? We take the percentage change in demand divided by the percentage change in quantity, right? Right? Percentage change in demand. PEB price elasticity of demand, right? Percentage change in demand divided by percentage change in price. How we calculate the percentage change in demand? Delta Q of Q. Percentage change in price, delta P over P, right? If you rearrange this one, delta Q over delta P into P over Q. That is the price elasticity of demand. Simply we can, if you have the information percentage change in demand and the percentage change in price, percentage change in demand is 10%, percentage change in price is 5%. You can get the price elasticity of 2%, right? As a percentage, right? Same information, if you have some information, changing quantities, changing price, previous quantity, right? So delta Q is the change in quantity, change in price, delta P. Earlier price, earlier quantity, right? Because we take the now, for example, price and the quantity demand, right? Price, let's say 10, 100. Price decrease up to 5, it's 80. How we calculate price elasticity? The delta Q means we assume price decrease from 10 to 5. We assume, right? Delta Q means 100 minus 80 to 80. Delta P means 10 minus 5. 5. Earlier price is 10. Earlier quantity is 100. Right? So you get how much? 0.4. Right? Price elasticity is less than 1. Right? That is called inelastic demand. No, you know that. Right? So by looking at the coefficient, this is the price elasticity coefficient. You can explain the sensitivity between the price and the quantity. Whether there's elastic demand or inelastic demand, right? So this always price decrease make harder than dapat. Harga bang itu, ini sekarang itu apa? When the price decrease, the quantity demand can it be decreased? according to the law, should increase, no? Right? Right? Then you have to change this. When price decrease, what happens? So then here 20 minus 20, 5, 800. So then minus 4, right? So always the coefficient is always negative, no? Right? Price elasticity coefficient is always negative since there is a negative equation between price. Therefore, we don't need to consider this one. Negative sign is not necessary, right? It's always negative, no? Right? It's 0.4, right? So inelastic, less than 1, no? Inelastic demand. Right? So even though there is a less sensitivity, no? Right? Between the price and the quantity. Likewise, you can assess, right? We look at the price elasticity coefficient, right? So based on that, we can guess the product nature, right? Whether there's elastic demand or inelastic demand, right? So normally, price elasticity coefficient less than 1, it is inelastic, right? Less than 1. And if it is elastic, greater than 1, right? If it is more than 1, right? Elastic. Right? There are other concepts also there, right? We look at it. Right. Now, okay, right. So this is basically we will take the case, right? Whether there is elastic or inelastic, no? Right? But there are extreme cases also, no? Right? Perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, no? Right? Unitarily elastic, likewise, no? Right? And basically, if you look at the elasticity, elastic or inelastic. Elastic means what? What do you mean by elastic? Elastic demand. That means the sensitivity increase. There is strong sensitivity between the price and the price elasticity. Demand is elastic. Sensitivity is high. When price change by 5%, quantity demand change by more than 5%. That will elastic. Price increase by 5%, quantity demand increase by 20%. That is elastic. Sensitivity is high. This is called relationship between price and the quantity. Small change in price will change the demand drastically. Right? So greater than, right? Percentage change in demand is greater than percentage in price. Right? And inelastic means up sensitive. Right? There's no strong relation between price and quantity. If price increase by 10%, right? Only demand increase by 2%. Price increase by 10%, quantity demand increase by 2%. That explains there's a less sensitivity between price and quantity. We can identify the product. Based on that, we can decide whether to increase or decrease their price. Two signals. The firms to take their pricing decision. So that is the inelastic demand, right? Change in demand is less than change in price. So what is the slope of the curve? Is determine the slope of the curve. What is the slope of the curve? Slope of the demand. If there is elastic demand, if there is high sensitivity, what is the slope of the curve? So is it flatter or steeper? Yes. Steeper. That means elastic or inelastic. Yes. Inelastic. Now she said the demand curve is steeper. Steeper demand. Right? So that means even though the price increase at a faster rate, right, from T0 to T1, large portion, right, say 20% decline, but quantity demand increase from Q1 to Q2 by 5%. Right? So that is inelastic. Right? If you have a flatter curve, right? What did demand increase drastically, right? Elastic. Right? So that determines the slope of the curve. Whether the curve is, you can say something about the slope of the curve, right? Slope of the demand. Whether there is steeper demand curve or flatter demand. Right? Elastic means high sensitivity, right? We have a flatter demand. So this is the elastic demand. This is inelastic demand. So that determines the slope of the curve, right? Okay. So then now the price elasticity, you know that we calculate the at a particular point and the two different points, arc elasticity and the point elasticity. Earlier we calculate at a particular point, right? Now if you calculate from 10 to 5 or 5 to 10, then maybe two answers for point elasticity. Earlier we assumed the price decrease from 10 to 5. The point. So if you take other way, you can take the answer is different sometimes. Right? So if there's a large price fluctuation, right, we use the arc concept. Arc elasticity. What is how we calculate that one? Quickly calculate arc elasticity. Now here we take the particular point. Now we take arc means delta Q over delta P. We take the two different points in the demand, P1 and P2. Verify Q1 and Q2. Okay. This is the PED arc. This is the PED point. Right. So here actually we get the into right. So two different points. In order to measure the large price fluctuations, we use the arc elasticity concept. Right? So we take the price P1 and the P2, two different prices. They Q1 and the respective quantities we add. Right. Now here you see here some tables are table is given, right? I have given the different combinations of different prices, their quantities demand, then the price increase, whatever quantity demand will at each price, you can calculate the price elasticity. Point elasticity, you can calculate, you can have the price increase, and you can calculate the point elasticity. And also you can calculate the arc elasticity, right? Two different points, right? Price is price and the subsequent price. And you can see the difference. Right? Now the here point elasticity I already calculated for you, right? So you are benefit, right? You can take the arc elasticity. Right? Now you see here different combinations, right? Point elasticity vary from 0 to 5. It increase from continuously. The first one here, then right? Again increase, right? Normally a point elasticity is 1 at the middle point of the demand curve. That's a very important point. Where the price elasticity equals to 1. Nominal elasticity. So that will be the middle point of the demand. The demand curve two sides you can identify this less than 1 or greater than 1. Right? Elastic region, elastic region. Right? And here the 0 and the final you see the infinity. Right? Infinity is there. So this is the linear demand curve. Right? Linear demand curve. Right? We see the price elasticity change point to point. Right? And it varies from 0 to infinity. Right? This is infinity, right? So the linear demand curve is at the middle point, equals to 1. Right? That is very important. That is the point where the total revenue is maximized. Right? That is very important, right? And here the inelastic, here the elastic. Right? High sensitivity is there, here less sensitivity. So normally monopoly firms decide price in elastic region. Right? So that is very important. Right? Okay, right? And you can compare it now. I take the point elasticity 2 points, right? Now here we say that when you calculate the point elasticity from 20 to 50, right? And okay, we can take another 50 to 20, right? So here, absolute elasticity to point elasticity. Right? So it's two different values, right? Point elasticity, point to point, right? So there is increase or decrease, two values. But the elasticity, right? Once you calculate, taking the two prices and the two quantities, is using this formula, right? You can find the same answer you get, right? So that is more important, right? So useful for the large quantities, right? Since there is no difference between right? Okay, you can check these things, right? See whether you are the price by 452, right? This point 451, right? Using the point elasticity and the arc elasticity. Okay, right. So then now we see here we calculate the point elasticity at this point 0, right? At this point it's infinity, right? As we highlighted in the previous case here, right? 0, infinity, right? Now here it becomes 0, right? 0, price elasticity approach to 0. At the middle point, it will equals to 1, right? Price elasticity. Here it is infinity, right? Here it should be infinity, right? Here actually there is a mistake. It should be greater than 1, right? Demand is elastic, it should be greater than 1 here. Inelastic, less than 1, right? Price elasticity, right? So that is the case. Linear demand curve, right? Price elasticity, different points along the demand curve. Now you are typing, right? Taking the sleeping mode, right? All right. Is it okay? Any questions? Right. So then actually we can further discuss this one, right? So then we like that we highlight the place. So next day we will discuss it, right? We will continue from here onwards, right? So and meantime, I hope that I created this, right? So this right? We will leave your details for example, right? And we submitted the group if you are group, right? Because I don't know, the participation is around 15. So, but there are students. So now we are working with that. With the one or two more than participants. Yes, they are following the data, they are but you can see that they are performing right the assessments and the final exam. Okay. So you need to refer the books, right? So I will upload the tutorial for you, right? From the first lesson onwards, right? You need to do those tutorials, review questions. If there are any questions, you can talk to me, right? Okay. So in order to clarify those matters, even within your groups and with other members, you can talk. And you need to write those tutorials, right? So that is very much important for your final exam as well, right? So please do it, right? If there are any questions, you can contact me, right? If I am okay, I am available, free, I will talk to you, right? Otherwise, you can place message to me also, right? So my WhatsApp number, I can't know, I can't remember. Where two numbers are there. I will send it to you, right? Then you can communicate with others, right? So that way, right, we will make our other discussions, right? If you have any question, you can ask me, okay? If there's free time, I will talk to you, right? Otherwise, you can leave a message. I will contact you as well, right, at a free time, okay? Right, that way we will continue the session, right? So little bit, right? I'm going fast. Am I fast? Fast. What we are talking about. Some of you have done these things, right? So therefore, you need to refer some other things, right? So once I uploaded these review questions, you can see the level magnitude, right? That I am seeking your exam as well, right? Okay. So please do it, right? From the simple to somewhat complicated things, I will be given to you, right? You can answer those questions as well. Okay, thank you very much. So see you next week. I told you that last week I will not be available this week, but I am seeing that will postpone some in April, right? Sometimes we'll see the possibility, right? Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions? No questions, right?